particularly notorious political machine.
Yeah. Anything interesting there you have opinions on? We'd love to chat. We are open. How's it going? Sweet, sweet. Thank you. Thank you for sitting down.
Okay.
Want to use headphones?
Oh, that's right.
Check, check. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
My legal name or just
first name?
First name. Tony.
Tony? Cool. My name is Reid. Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Cool. Do you come to the park often?
Yep. I live 2 blocks away.
Live 2 blocks away.
I grew up here, so
Sweet,
this
sweet.
is pretty much my neighborhood.
Yeah, such a nice spot. So beautiful.
Yeah, I came here when I was 5 years old. So
You came around this area around your 5 years old?
about 45 years ago.
45 years ago. Wow.
Yeah.
How much has it changed? Like, when did the swan boats get here?
These boats been here for a while, but these are pretty new. These been like for the last 2 years.
Okay,
So,
just 2 years, the swan
Yeah,
boats?
yeah. But they were they replaced the old boats, and these are pretty new, and they look very good.
Yeah, they had older paddle boats, but now they have swan versions.
Yes.
Were they always swans or just new swans?
No, these are new
Okay.
swans. Uh-huh.
I love them. It's great.
Oh yeah, they look pretty good at night. Believe me. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
Uh-huh.
nice.
Yeah. I'm done with politics, man. I'm freaking
Done
mad.
with politics. I
But if you
understand.
want to ask me about politics, it's fine with me.
Cool. Do you mind if I record? Is that okay?
Yeah, fine, no problem.
Thank you. Could you hit the top button on that GoPro? On the other side, right there. It should make a beep. There it is. Cool. Sweet. So, yeah, not politics.
Oh, you can ask me about politics, no problem.
It doesn't matter to me. Whatever you want to talk about.
Okay.
If, ideally, I want to help someone reflect on whatever they believe and why,
Uh-huh.
whatever they think. So it could be any claim, any belief they have. Is there anything you believe but tend not to say you believe because other people might think you're a bad person for believing it?
I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's my
Yeah.
it's my belief.
Do you have any
It's not
beliefs
gonna
like that?
change.
Nothing
Well,
will change.
Nothing will change, whatever I say. So it's but I think the elections has been rigged.
The election has been rigged.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about that? Would love to talk about that.
Okay.
Cool. So the election has been rigged.
Yeah.
Okay. The presidential election, I assume. And what do you mean by has been rigged?
I mean, a lot of voter fraud that has been committed by but a lot of people.
Uh-huh.
So not only here, I mean, I could talk about here. I just on my building, the building that I own, I used to get a lot of mail ballots that people they already dead like 20 years ago. I'm still getting ballots.
You're still getting ballots for people
Yeah.
who have been dead for
Yes.
20 years
Yes.
at your building that you own?
Yeah. Yes.
So that's an example of voter fraud.
Yes, example of voter fraud. Yeah.
Yep.
And who knows? It can happen anywhere.
So someone could take that ballot and vote for whoever they wanted,
to.
and that would skew the results.
Yeah. Or here in California, that doesn't really matter because I know California is a blue state. So
Yeah, not a swing state. So
yeah. So, but
is that an accident or is that on purpose? Do you think from someone?
I mean, every time we have elections, local elections and presidential elections. So I don't think it's an accident.
Not an accident.
Yeah. So
Okay.
but it's okay. I don't. It's not of my business. So I don't.
Yeah. Could I get a sense of your confidence about this U.S. presidential election being rigged? if like all the way to the right is absolutely yes, it is rigged,
Mm-hmm.
all the way to the left is absolutely no, it's not rigged.
Yeah. Okay.
Where's your current confidence about that? Okay, cool. Could you
Mhm.
show that to this camera? About there? All right. And what gets you to that level of confidence? Is it your? I heard one personal experience example with your building. Anything else that gets you to that confidence?
Just in the news. It depends what kind of news we watch into. If you watch CNN, they they'll suppress the news. They don't want to hear it. If you hear, and I used to watch Fox News. Now they're doing the same thing, and so now I move on to Newsmax and OMTV. Now these guys are pretty much legit. They have no bias on the news. They're telling you pretty much what it is.
What I'm hearing you say is when watching the news, like CNN and Fox, and they suppress the news in some way.
Yes.
And
yes.
how is that connected to the voter fraud issue?
Because they're not showing what's going on.
They're not showing the voter fraud.
Yeah, they're not showing, and they don't want to talk about it.
They don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, they don't want to talk about it because they don't want to. They don't. They just focus and believe whatever you want to believe that the president,
Yeah.
won no matter what.
How did you learn about the voter fraud if it wasn't from the news? Like
I always watch news. I watch news all the time.
Yeah. Did you learn about the voter fraud through the news or through somewhere else?
Through the news and through Facebook. Well, Facebook pretty much also they're suppressing, like conservatives like me. They're, if I want to put something, against Biden or some, they block me. So that's how they're working right now.
If you try to post something on Facebook that's against Biden,
Yes.
Facebook will block you, or
Yes.
what do you mean by that?
No, they're not blocking me. They
Stop your post from going anywhere?
Yeah, they start my post for going in for 24 hours, and they say, we're gonna check back and all the stuff. And
do they remove the post or put a warning on the post?
No, they put a warning on the post.
Put a warning on the post.
Put a warning on the post. Yeah.
Okay.
And it depends if it is like really, really, for example, they don't want to talk about whatever his son is doing, whatever he did, shady business is doing. They say, oh, this is a fake news. It's a fake news. So it's okay. It's
who says it's fake news?
Facebook.
Facebook.
And you didn't hear it from CNN. You didn't hear it from the only people you hear is from Fox News and the other guys, but you don't hear it from the other networks.
Gotcha. All right. So you're about that confident. What else gets you to that level of confidence? So I'm hearing you saying some suppression on the news and social media. What else gets you to that level of confidence?
Yeah.
What reasons why?
I mean, you see it. They can post anything about Trump. It's a news 24 hours, whatever 24 hours, and they don't stop by talking about it.
The news, the mainstream news.
Yes.
And they're saying they can't stop talking about Trump. What do you mean by that?
Like for example, whenever they talk about the taxes.
The taxes.
The taxes. So who I don't think I don't really care whether he pays taxes or not. It's up to the individual. So it's you are the one who's gonna be responsible for your own.
Yeah. How does that? I think that's an example of how the media is biased against Trump.
Yes.
The taxes example.
Yes.
Let's get back to like the rigged, the election is rigged idea and claim. What I'm hearing you say is the media is biased against Trump. Some social media is biased against Trump. How does this connect to the voter fraud media of the election?
Because they don't want to investigate. They see what's going on and they don't want to investigate.
What's going on?
If they really are good reporters, they don't want to investigate.
What's the best evidence of voter fraud you've
there are videos. How come those two channels that are mentioned they're showing, and even though even I mean, it has to be, like 100% uh, charitable, like if you want to inform the people, I mean, it has to be for everybody, not just for individuals. So that's the way I think that they're suppressing, the, the information.
I'm hearing you say that the media needs to be more
Open,
fair, more
fair,
open, more
yes,
charitable,
yes. More balanced, more open.
more balanced.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And what is getting to that level of confidence about the voter election being rigged and the fraud? What's the best example? What's the best evidence for the fraud at this point? Is it something? Is it like a video? Is it someone saying there's fraud?
Well, since the last 2 days, I've been watching reports that the mail a lot of mail fraud from there was a mail carrier that they got it on video, and he mentioned that he um, the boss made him dump some mail uh, the day after the election and change the date.
What I'm hearing you say is some mail carrier, mail worker for like the U.S. for
USPS,
USPS
yes.
saw his boss do something nefarious.
No, his boss told him to do that.
His boss told the mail carrier
Yes.
to dump mail,
To dump all the mail, uh,
all the ballots,
all the ballots,
and change
and
them,
change the dates.
like
So that way they can be counted.
like open the envelope.
No, not
Look-
open it. You don't open the envelope.
Oh, you don't?
You just stamp it.
You just stamp it.
Yeah, you stamp it with the date.
How does that relate to fraud?
It is big deal because a certain day you want to have the mail by, and that mail was 1 day late.
1 day late.
Yes.
I'm still confused. All right.
Let's say, for example, the elections were 2 days ago, right?
Yeah.
So the guy who collect all the mail was yesterday.
Okay.
Okay. So what?
So those
he was-
votes won't be counted in the election, or they will be counted.
they will be counted. They were counted because they dumped everything over there.
Are they like delaying them for some reason?
Yes.
What is the purpose of dumping the mail and delaying in the mail? Is that what I'm hearing you say? Is they're delaying the mail from being counted, or
Not delaying, just to add the mail to the rest of the ballots to be counted.
is it like fake ballots that they're adding and
They're not fake ballots; they're real ballots. But
real ballots?
the reason is that they were late. You have some kind of time. So and that's why a lot of states like Pennsylvania and Georgia and Michigan, they want an extra day. They want an extra because that way they're giving extra time for them to
The mail-in ballots
the
take
mail-in-
extra time to count and
so
stuff.
they have a chance to work whatever they want to do.
So it's real ballots.
It's real
They're just
ballot.
coming in a little bit late.
Yes,
How does that relate to voter fraud?
it is water fraud. I mean, it's water fraud.
Because
Yeah.
it's not counted the day of the election.
Yes,
If
it's
if it's not counted by like midnight of November 3rd, to November 4th,
yes.
then what I'm hearing you say is the vote should not be counted after midnight of November 3rd.
No, because they have a cutoff time.
November 3rd is the
Yes,
day
they-
we
they-
count votes,
yes.
and
and that's
anything
what-
after
yeah,
is like
that's-
it should not. Anything after November 3rd should not be counted.
Should not be counted. Yeah.
Oh.
That's what they're fighting about. That's what they're going to the courts for. Yeah.
Yeah, is that a rule? How did you know about that rule?
Well, that's what I found out. That's what they litigating. All the lawyers, the president lawyer are litigating all this stuff. So
The president is
The
starting to get
president, yeah,
involved
yeah.
and like getting legal involved because people are, states are
there's-
starting to count ballots after November 3rd.
and not only that, there are a lot of stuff that is going on. So it's
A lot
not
of stuff.
there. There's a lot of stuff. So they have a lot of proof. So if I mean they're going to do that is because they have potential, solid evidence
Okay.
that they can do that. So for that, I leave it to them. So
So if they're real ballots,
uh-huh.
votes from real people, and they just count them a day late or like a week late, how does this relate to voter fraud? It's just they're past the date and we no longer should count stuff after that date,
Yep.
but that's not spewing any results of the election,
It is.
is it?
It is because see those states they were they stopped counting the votes.
Yeah.
And by the next morning the president was ahead. And then the next morning was pretty much even. So how can it happen?
Yeah, because they kept counting the ballots because they had a bunch
Yeah, but if they
in a
have
pile.
but if
They
they
didn't
have a
count them.
cutoff time, they shouldn't stop. They should stop counting, not adding more votes.
Not adding more
Yes,
because
and that's what happened.
because the date is already passed
Yes,
and we need to have a cutoff date.
Yeah.
It's not like we have the ballots that have been postmarked before the dates, and even if they arrive the day of, we still need to take time to count them. If we just count them and we run out of time, we just stop counting. Is that what I'm hearing you say? Okay.
yeah. Well, this is my point of view. I don't know. So I leave it.
Yeah.
They know better than me. So. Okay, we can go to the next topic if you want.
Next topic. Sure, we can wrap it up here.
Yeah.
We can do another. We can bring someone else to chat with you about some other topic.
Okay.
We'd love to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, let's hang on. Would anybody like to chat with Tony here? He wants to do another topic. Feel free. Thank you so much.
Okay, anytime. I'm sorry. Okay.
That was good.